Hey guys, welcome back to the Guitar Max channel. As you probably know, I can just not stay away from the AIO all-in-one guitars brand. This guitar here is one of their latest creations, and they just keep refining these guitars and making them better and better and better, but they've kept them at the same low price. Let's check this thing out. Okay, so this is one of the latest AIO WLP models, and this one is in a beautiful black burst finish. Now, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you probably are already familiar with this brand. And yeah, I just got this guitar, but you will probably recognize also this guitar, which is my red burst finish. And I even have like a transparent flame red version that I've got. You know, I've had that thing for years. And there's a lot of things that I love about these guitars, but I really consider them just consistently to be one of the best value guitars that you can buy. It's just like, for the money you spend on one of these guitars, which is about $450, you're getting a really just beautiful and beautifully made instrument. Now, I haven't actually checked out anything from this brand in a while, and part of the reason for that is I kind of lately have sort of felt like my work was done as far as this brand, because honestly, almost every day, like no exaggeration, almost every day, I get a comment or an email, some kind of message from somebody saying, hey man, I bought one of the AIO guitars and I just loved it. Thank you so much for telling me about them. And I keep getting those messages. And myself, I've got a lot of these guitars. I mean, I've got several of the LP models, and then in the back there, I've got one of the neck-through Super Strat type guitars. Anyway, so one of the big reasons that I wanted to check out a brand new one is that they keep the same basic model, but then they keep doing little changes and little refinements to the guitars. And the best thing about it, I mentioned this before, is the price has been the same the whole time. But, you know, over the past few years, they've upgraded the nut, they've upgraded some of the fretboard materials, they've added different color options. Also, these guitars, there's a lot of these guitars that come in left-handed versions for all you lefties out there. And then the latest thing is they've actually changed the logo on the headstock. Some of you might have already noticed that, and I'll go ahead and give you guys a close-up of this here. Now, before there was the wolf logo on there, and it had the wolf text in these sort of spiky, like sharp-looking letters. This just has a really nice abalone script on there. And the shape of the headstock has stayed the same, but they've changed the logo on there slightly and just sort of freshened it up a little bit. I think they've also brought out some new finish options, different colors and so forth. I always love these burst finishes, and I was looking on the site the other day, and they have like a really eye-catching, like purple burst finish on there. And of course, they still have like a tobacco burst and the red burst, which is a favorite of mine. And then they have like a really nice natural flame finish too. Now, one question that I get a lot about these guitars is that if somebody's looking for an LP, like a single cutaway style guitar, why would they choose this over something like an Epiphone? To me, there's a few things that really stand out about these guitars that put them above those other similarly priced guitars. One of them is the neck profile. Now, on the website, the company describes this as a 60s slim neck profile. Basically, the neck tapers down a little bit. I mean, it's thin to begin with. It's thin all the way all the way down the neck, but it has a really comfortable taper to it. It's considerably thinner than like a classic Les Paul neck. It still has a nice round shape to it, but these necks just have a much more modern, shred-friendly profile. Now, another thing is these guitars just look absolutely beautiful. I mean, the abalone binding here with the gold hardware. You even have multiply binding on the back of the body. Also, you get really nice hardware like the Grover tuners up here. And then the other thing that really puts these guitars above other guitars in the same price range is the setup that they do at the All-in-One Guitars shop. Now, I've talked about this before, and there's even a really cool video that explains all of the different steps that they go through in that setup process. But basically, unlike a lot of other companies that just will throw a guitar in a box and ship it to you, when you order one of these guitars, they will then take the guitar, do a full setup, which includes a fret dressing, fret leveling, everything, and do that right before they ship it to you. You can even make special requests where if you want like the action set at a particular height or something like that, they can do all that setup for you right before they ship it to you. I like a really low action, and so they've got the guitar set up for that, and you can just blaze on this thing. Okay, so I'll go over some more just general specs a little bit after the playing demo, but I want to go ahead and give you guys some sound samples of what the guitar sounds like. But guys, if you enjoy videos like this, checking out cool, affordable guitars, and you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing right now. Okay, let's plug this in and listen to how it sounds. Okay guys, so real quick, let's go ahead and go over the rest of the specs for this guitar. Now, it's a mahogany body, mahogany neck, of course, it's a set neck. Now, the dimensions and everything are going to be very similar to a traditional Les Paul style guitar. So it's a 24 3/4 inch scale length. We've got 22 frets. These are nice medium jumbo frets, and again, they're finished really, really nicely. This super low action on this guitar, because the frets are done so nicely. It's got a bone nut and of course the Grover tuners. And again, standard control layout for an LP style guitar. You got 2 volumes, 2 tones, and the 3-way toggle switch. Now the pickups here, these are the Destiny CNC wound pickups. And they have basically, like all the guitars that have these covered humbuckers like this, they use the same pickups in all the guitars. And they have like really nice sounding high harmonics, the pickups do. Hopefully that came through in the demo. So if you're doing like pig squeals or little harmonics, even tapped harmonics, those jump out really nicely with these pickups. Also, the weight of these guitars are typically right around 9 pounds. I weighed this one and it was like 8 pounds, 12 ounces right in there. Also, another thing I want to mention, most of these guitars have the gold hardware. I love the gold hardware and the abalone look, but I know some of the newer AIO guitars, I think a different model, they have chrome hardware on. And I know that doesn't, it's like, oh, gold, chrome, whatever. I know some people have been asking them to start doing chrome hardware instead of gold. So it was really cool to see that on the website. So guys, I want to hear from any AIO, WLP, or even if you have one of the other models, I want to hear from some of the owners, the other owners out there. What do you guys think of these guitars? What has your ownership experience been like? It's always super helpful for me to hear what other people's experiences are like, and everybody who's thinking about getting one of these guitars, it'll be helpful for them too. So please leave your thoughts and experiences down in the comment section below. And which one of these colors do you guys prefer? The red burst has been a favorite of mine for a long time, although the guitar is starting to get a little bit of road rash on it, a little bit banged up. I guess more like studio rash. Nobody's on the road right now. This one, the black burst is really, really beautiful too. They make a nice pair, I think. Maybe I can learn to play them both at the same time, like Michelangelo Badio. Anyway, guys, that's about it for this video. As always, I'll put links for these down in the video description below. They're like $4.50. You get free shipping, I think, if you're in the US, and for a little bit more money, you can get it with a nice hard case, that kind of stuff. Always a really good deal. Now, I will also have links down there for my new merch, my new t-shirts and stuff, my instructional materials, social media, and also a link for the backing track that I was using in this video. That's from the Backing Tracks by Tim channel. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thanks a ton for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon.